I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Trying to lighten up this workbench, so I'm going to take off the hydraulic press, which is plenty heavy on its own. I got it held down with just a couple of Phillips head screws. Plasterboard screws, I think they call them. Now let's see if I can get it out of here. I put all this stuff on when I was a lot younger. Makes better sense to have it a shorter trip down to the floor. Let's see if I can get it off of there and get it down without dropping it or hurting myself. Neither one of them is good. Hurting myself is worse than dropping it. Dropping it, I can always get another one of these Arbor presses. Won't get it for the price I paid for it. If I hurt myself, all I can do is heal. There's no way to bolt anything new on or just run down to the hardware store and buy a new Dave. Take off as much weight as I can. One of the things you can do with this cylinder is you can remove it from the press, then use it like a porta power. Got a 10-ton lift on it. Well, it's a 10-ton cylinder with the hydraulic jack that it's got to power it with. It's a 10-ton cylinder with a hydraulic cylinder. It's a 10-ton cylinder with a hydraulic pump that I have that came with it. It'll generate 10 tons on the end of the ramp. So if you take this off and use it as a porta power, you develop 10 tons of pressure. Phew! That's a piece of steel for sure. Put this nut back on to protect the threads. hit it without bending over. Much better. It's funny, that's price tag on it, but the price tag is long since faded. I think I ended up paying about $200 for this, but I bought it back when I lived over in Union City, which is 13 years ago, and I was there 20 years. Probably didn't get this till the last 5. So this thing's close to 20 years old. Still works fine. Even though it's the cheapest place in the world to buy tools, if you take care of them, they'll last you. Now, one of the advantages of buying things at Harbor Freight or any discount place, you don't feel bad if you wreck them. I try not to wreck things that I don't want to wreck. But sometimes you buy a tool knowing that it's not going to make it through the job. But it's going to get you 90% of the way. And I've gone through impact drivers and drill motors and sanders and all kinds of things, knowing that the job itself was just going to tear up no matter what I use. Also, I was handing it to somebody that really didn't give a damn about my tools, so I wasn't going to give him anything that was really good. Even if the stuff just belonged to the company, I was still responsible for it. So anyways, Arbor Freight has a niche, and it's not necessarily the best place in the world to buy tools, but it is an inexpensive place to buy tools. This thing is seriously heavy. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.